Since our recent video series of thyroid, we've had a lot of questions and calls in about thyroid function and just people in general, even out in the public and friends talking about thyroid function, how they just don't feel their best. So I want to explain a little bit more about thyroid function and one of the medications that is one of the most commonly prescribed medications called levothyroxine and or Synthroid, and how it is supposed to work in the body and how sometimes it actually works in the body and why people are not feeling relief when taking it. So what happens again, as we spoke with TSH, this is our brain hormone from the pituitary gland, goes down to signal the thyroid to produce T4. So T4 is non-active. It really does nothing in the body other than convert down to T3. T3 is active. This is the one that we want a lot of. This is our metabolism. This is our brain function. This is our anxiety, depression, gut function, having a normal bowel movement, constipation issues, skin issues, hair issues, weight issues, metabolism. So this is the one right here that we want a lot of. The other thing that can happen is T4, as we've talked, can go over to reverse T3. This is a storage for stress. So what happens is we have conversion factors that we need: iodine, selenium, zinc, iron, and magnesium. So what should happen is the thyroid pushes active T3 down to the cell level. The cell reports back to brain. As we've discussed before, that's kind of the process that should happen. Let me explain to you what actually levothyroxine or Synthroid actually does. So levothyroxine or Synthroid is T4 only. So when we prescribe that, our assumption is that once we give you the T4, your body will naturally convert it down to T3. But what I'm finding is, I want to say a good 85 to 90%. I know that's pretty high, but that's about what we're seeing. It's actually not converting. So the conversion is the issue, but no one's checking on that. And there can be some big reasons of why it may not be converting. The three top reasons are, for one, stress levels. Cortisol, which is our fight or flight hormone, is too high. So this is actually getting pushed over because it feels like your body is running away from a lion or a tiger. It's in fight or flight mode. And we want this to an extent, but then it should go back to normal. The problem is it's not going back to normal, and it's staying in that storage mode that is doing nothing for your body except for shutting down your metabolism. So what the other thing that can happen is that we don't have enough of our nutrients, which again, in today's world, our diet does not have a lot of nutrients. I should say high, how should I word that? Our diet is not full of nutrients as it was 50, 60 years ago. Our food is losing a little bit of value of our nutrient-dense foods. So we don't get enough of zinc, iron, magnesium, iodine, and selenium. Keep in mind, some of these are actually minerals that come from the soil. And again, with soil erosion, we don't get enough of those as we should. So if we don't have enough of these to actually go inside the cell, then thyroid conversion cannot take place. The third reason is that thyroid conversion, T4 to active T3, happens in the liver and in the gut. Our livers are bogged down. Every medication, every supplement, every food, every drink that we intake gets affected by the liver and builds up glycogen. We have to get rid of those glycogen stores and get it back down to normal, to where we can actually start to convert this. Our gut is a whole nother situation. You look at food sensitivities, hormone imbalance, lots of different things, inflammation. This is causing our guts not to work correct. So stress, lifestyle, diet, toxins, all of these things compile. So this is truly what levothyroxine is supposed to do. It's supposed to give you T4 where your body naturally has all of this working as it should, and it converts down to T3. Then the T3 gets pushed into your cells and you have a happy life and you have no symptoms or very few symptoms. But what is happening is typically once you're placed on levothyroxine, because your TSH is elevated, then you'll usually feel good or better for about a month or two. After that month or two, your body starts to decline again and realize that it can't convert. So it gets getting a little bit of what it needs, and then it's not converting again. And sometimes the symptoms even worsen, but your numbers look normal. So here at Hinton Optimal Wellness, we look at optimal ranges for thyroid. So if you're having any of these issues, please come visit us. We would love to help you get to feeling your best.